TNA for sure. It is Thursday night, and that means it is TNA night with the Insiders. Welcome in, everybody. Right now, we're where I am and getting close to Jeff. We're like Hurricane Eve, kind of. I mean, it's the remnants of this nasty, nasty hurricane that's gone up the coast, hit Florida pretty hard, and then took a turn, went up the east coast of the United States. And we're getting it. It's but when it hits us, it's gonna be a tropical storm, but still a lot of rain. I know I'm supposed to get like 3-4 inches of rain out of this. High winds, obviously, some thunderstorms, possible tornadoes, like more closer to the East Coast. But nasty weather. So kind of buckling in here and getting ready for that. But it's going to be a great night again with TNA. We have a lot of stuff going on this show. The card is great. We have another open challenge from our women's knockouts champion. Seems like she's doing that every single week. And of course, there was TNA news, Jeff, on Tuesday night in NXT. Joe Hendry again shows up. They sang to him coming off the plane into the parking lot. They sang his entire song, Jeff. And now there's more news out there. There's some dirt sheet stuff. I don't usually pay attention to that, but there was some more news saying that he was given permission that he can now maybe kind of work there a little more than they had anticipated him working there. So don't really know what's going on, but he's obviously still going to split time with them. He's going to split time with both companies, but he probably will be appearing on TNA a little more than it was. So kind of unusual situation there, Jeff.
Yeah, and I think given his meteoric rise to fame,
yep,
it kind of warrants a different situation than we've seen before.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, and it's kind of, I don't know that in terms of what I think we'll get from both places, I don't think we've seen someone work like this before and be so over in both places and to have someone like that's a huge draw. Think about how they can use him when they go to the CW, those kinds of things. So
100%,
yeah, I feel like this is a very peculiar time, but a good time in wrestling.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it is very unique to see somebody do this, and be on both shows and, both different times a week. I mean, it also allows it too, because TNA tapes. So their tapings and stuff allow that to happen. He can kind of go there and when they do their show, and then they can always tape the TNA stuff too. So, but yeah, as one of the matches tonight, we're getting a crossover. Another NXT athlete is going to be on the show tonight. We don't know who's going to challenge Jordynne. It might be somebody else from NXT. So great working partnership. Triple H talked about it after the pay-per-view and kind of mentioned that it allows them to do things with other companies, and he seemed like he had nothing but good things to say about it and TNA, and so man, no reason not to stay excited about it. And we get the ramifications of it here tonight and get to see what's going to happen tonight too. So all right, a lot of good stuff going on. I have the stream paused as we usually do. So if you're watching along with us and you're watching on the TNA app, pause the stream. I have Mustafa Ali kind of just waving to the crowd. That's where I have it paused. And of course, the YouTubers will get it at the same time. So we'll try to coordinate and start where you guys are starting also. All right, let me welcome some people in. But first, before we do that, we will have something for you guys on Sunday. Now, Jeff, again, been working very, very hard and stuff like that. So we'll see how long it's going to be. We will definitely have a Between the Ropes on Sunday. Depending on how tired Jeff is, it may be a condensed one like we had that one time that we did it, where we might skip a section or two, but do the ones that, the news and the ones that you guys like and stuff like that, and, grievances and things like that. So we'll do that. But we definitely will have Between the Ropes on Sunday, this Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely we'll be back on Sunday. And then, of course, on Tuesday for Fireflies Forever, which is just heating up. That's just getting better and better and better. I'm sure you guys all know, a lot of you were in the chat for that this past Tuesday, how good that is getting now. They had their first match. If you weren't here, it's been really, really good. So don't miss an episode of that. All right, it's A. Jobson's here. Hassan is here. John G. Damien. Derek is going to Omaha. Every time I hear that, it reminds me of Peyton Manning. Omaha. Janelle, enjoy it. Jahira is here. Damien, Barry Monkey from Twitch. John G. Dylan is here. Christopher is here. Let's see. James Chadwick is here. Stay safe. Yeah. Just a lot of room. Let's see. We've got CRB Croft. D'Amour's Maple Leaf Wrestling. Hadn't heard about that. Scott D'Amour's doing his own Maple Leaf wrestling company in Canada. That's cool. We have Brandon Davey. We have Gust. We have Michael King. We have let's see if I missed anyone here. Clown is here. Hello, Clown. Conrad, what's going on, Conrad? How are you? Hope you're well. Brandon Barnes is here. We've got I think I got just Andrea's here, and RK Shuttlesworth from Twitch is here as well. Okay, so there we go. We're all set. We are going to get into the card first, Jeff. Yeah, and talk about tonight's card.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good. Wow, that's a big one.
It is. That's what I was thinking when I put it together earlier. I was like, man, this is a lot this week.
Yeah, that is a lot of stuff there. The system is kicking off the show. They're not in a very good place now. They're a lot of goal less than they used to be. Of course, Alicia just hanging on to hers with Masha and the women's titles. But Jeff, what can the system have to say? Like, what couldn't these guys want to come out here and talk about? And what are your vibes from that? Like, where do you think that's going to lead?
I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of whining.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of that. Honestly, I expect to start to see more fractures in the group, more finger pointing, that kind of thing. So, and let's be honest, why has no one questioned when JDC came around? Things got really, really bad for the system. So, whose allegiance lies with whom? We'll say.
Yeah, it's very true. Jeff talked about that weeks ago when JDC first came in, that it looked like there was something not right there. Yeah. That a couple of them were sticking with him, and Moose didn't look like he had good vibes with him. So, yeah, we may see more play into that tonight when they kick off the show, because I really don't know why else they would, especially since they don't have all the gold anymore. Of course, Joe Hendry, the man we were just talking about, has got a match with NXT's Wolfgang tonight on the show. Jeff, I don't know as much about Wolfgang because I don't watch as much NXT, so I'm going to let you talk about him. I'm sure he looks like he's from Gallus, right? Is he part of Gallus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So he looks like an intimidating dude. I mean, just from his picture and stuff like that. So what's your thoughts about this match?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Joe Hendry's got some issues over there too, so he's got some smoke with a lot of folks right now. But I think this will be good though. It'll be physical. I don't think Joe Hendry's gonna take an L in this one, we'll say, but
yeah,
I think it'll be a good match.
Yeah, I would agree. We've got an Ultimate X qualifier. So we do have an Ultimate X coming up, of course, for the X Division title. We love these. These are tremendous. Guaranteed it starts off the show, so that I'll be out of a voice by the time the match is over when we're doing the pay-per-view. But Trent 7 versus Mike Bailey versus Jake Something. Man, two big hosses in Jake Something and Trent 7, and then Mike Bailey just is Mike Bailey. I mean, he's the champ. He's great. This is going to be interesting, Jeff. I mean, Mike Bailey going up against his old partner here. I mean, does he help him a little bit against Jake Something? You could maybe see that happen a little bit here. But in either case, these matches from their X Division are always fantastic, and I have no doubt this one's going to be awesome.
Always good. Always good stuff. honestly, with this match though, and I'm looking up the rules because if I'm not mistaken, if he doesn't win, he's not the champion.
Oh, so there are stakes. Okay.
There are stakes.
Wow. Okay.
Speedball Mike Bailey faces a must-win challenge. If he loses, a new champion will be determined in the Ultimate X match at Emergence.
Oh, okay. So Mike Bailey's got to win to stay
He got to win.
champion. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's higher stakes here. We have another one of those as well. This is Zachary Wentz. And how about what happened with Wesley, man? How about that one? I don't know that people expected that to happen on NXT, but man, what a moment there. And you had to feel bad, obviously, for the for the Rascals. So Zach Wentz tonight against Casey Navarro versus question marks, a mystery other person in this match that we do not know who it will be.
They have announced it now. Dante.
Okay.
Dante.
Who is it? I'm sorry.
Dante Chin.
Oh, okay. Dante. Okay, nice. All right. So it has been posted who it is. Dante Chin. All right. So we have another great one here, Jeff. I mean, we know what Zachary Wentz can do with the Rascals. We've seen him as a singles competitor as well. Casey Navarro and Dante. So what do you think of this one?
Chaos.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for Casey Navarro. I don't know how many people have seen him. He's been in Impact and TNA before. But be on the lookout because I think some of the NXT beef might be carrying over into this match as well, which may be a distraction, which might put Casey Navarro, which I'll say this, I will not be disappointed if he ends up in Ultimate X, and you'll see why if you haven't seen him before.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Can keep it a surprise if you want. Oh, okay. Yeah, you put in the chat who that was. Thank you. Deadman is here. Brandon Barnes, some people filing in here. I've seen Casey a few times. They posted on social media who it is. Wolfgang is an average wrestler, can put on a solid match. And then we have the fallout of the wedding that was not. PCO and Steph DeLander, we saw what happened. Steph was crying at the end. Of course, it was Matt Cardona that had to stick his face where it didn't belong and ruin all the whole thing. So we're going to see the fallout from that tonight, Jeff. I'd imagine that PCO is not going to be happy with Mr. Cardona if he happens to show his face on the show tonight.
If I were PCO, I would I'd have to lay hands on Matt Cardona.
Yes.
He would have to he'd have to deal with me for a little while. So if I'm Matt Cardona, I'm staying far away.
I think I would too. Yeah.
Knowing Matt Cardona, that's not going to happen. So
no, that's not him. that's not him for sure.
No.
And let's see. And then we have this has been brewing forever. Kushida obviously went out. He tested that goo that came out of Gresham's mouth, the black stuff. He had the lab coat and all that. And then this has been going on where they've both being interfering. Gresham's interfered in his matches, caused the distraction. Kushida would go after him. So this has been going on for a while now. Well, tonight they meet again in the match. Kushida and Jonathan Gresham. I don't know where they're going with this, Jeff. I don't know whether, it was the start of getting Kushida in some kind of faction with Gresham that we kind of thought it was going to be, and they're maybe just drawing it out into that. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go, but it's going to be an interesting match for sure.
Well, add to the intrigue, Jonathan, it says here, because if you look at the match graphic, which I will put up now, you'll notice something very interesting. So it says, Jonathan Gresham, Gresham sheds his dark persona to face off against the Time Splitter.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So I find it very interesting that he's not wearing the mask and doing the dark stuff this week.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Deanna says, "Can I take a moment to say how amazing it is to see Swifties take over a town and not let fear of and canceled shows spoil their fun? Love one today." Let's see. What is your thought on Wyatt 6? Brandon, go check out the Fireflies Forever show that we did on Tuesday. You will know all of our thoughts about what happened on Monday night. Conrad says, "Don't trust it. I've seen enough horror films." That's very true. Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. Good point. From what I've seen of Dante Chen, he's one of those wrestlers. He can do what he does well. Sadly, it's not a very wide range of stuff, says Barry. Okay. And then, of course, we don't know who this is going to. Jordan just keeps doing this, right? Another open challenge from Jordynne Grace for the Women's Knockouts World Championship tonight. We don't know who it's going to be. It could be someone in NXT. It could be someone in TNA. We have no idea, or someone altogether different. But Jordynne just keeps doing this, and she keeps winning and keeps winning and keeps winning. So I don't know, Jeff. Look, we know there's been wrestlers like more recently, I guess on Monday night it was Seth who said he's the working man's champion. He's going to put out challenges every single week, right? I'm going to challenge, have the belt on the line. Whoever comes up, I'm gonna challenge. But I don't know that I remember seeing any women's champions do this in recent times. It is impressive. This run by Jordynne Grace is certainly impressive. She's beaten all comers. And who is going? It's really making it tough to wonder who is going to eventually knock her off.
Right. Who? Yeah. Who? Because she's beating everybody at this point.
Yeah.
I guess I'd ask the chat, who would you like to see her go up against? And who do you think has a legitimate shot at dethroning her? That will be my question for the chat. Let me know. I did leave one thing off of this, so I have something to add after the Jordynne Grace match.
Oh, okay. So there's something else to go. You know what, guys? Let's make that tonight's question. All right, let's make that tonight's question, so you guys can work on that. Who do you think should knock off Jordynne Grace in TNA or otherwise? Maybe it's someone from NXT that you might think of. But yeah, let us know in the chat. Who would you pick? We already have a few. Wendy Chu, I'm calling it now, says Deanna. Masha Slamovich took on all comers during her GCW show. Okay. Grace, why not? Delta NXT could help TNA. I vote for Jake something to take down Jordynne. Chelsea, great. I know I'm busted. You're talking about
he's the head. He's watching on Access or something.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Chelsea Green or Naomi. You already have Julia going to NXT. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Wow, that would be a hell of a match. All right. So, Jeff, you got this other thing that we don't see on the card. What do we got?
It says, and there's a reason why I didn't put this on here. This is out of protest. We'll hear from Josh Alexander.
Yeah, I could see why you didn't put it up there, because we probably won't. We probably won't, right? Josh is seemingly going to speak when he feels like it, and so far we haven't heard anything. So don't get your hopes up. We'll see what happens when it happens, I guess. But yeah, don't get your hopes up about that one. All right. We've got about 8 minutes to go. You know what time it is. It's food time. It's the time we talk about food. Let us know what you had good. What did you eat for lunch, dinner, breakfast? It doesn't matter. Snack time. I don't care. Get everybody in the chat hungry so everybody pays attention more. But yeah, let us know what you had good to eat today. Yeah, we want to know. We want to know what everybody's noshing on or had to eat today. Jeff, starting with you, what did you have to eat today? Anything good?
Okay, so I'm eating a little bit right now.
I caught him eating.
And I'm snacking on some chips, but
nice.
So at work, it's National Health Center week at my job, so we're doing a lot of stuff throughout the week. Today was Patient Appreciation Day.
Nice.
So a local insurance company partner with us to have this healthy food restaurant come out and do samples.
Okay.
So they had like some acai bowls and some different things, and then I got their menu, and I was like, man, I gotta get this. So I did, and I had a salmon salad, and it was absolutely probably the best salad I've ever had.
Wow.
It was
Okay.
amazing.
Okay. My wife would love that. She loves salmon. My wife used to make for me. Now she hasn't made them in a while, but she'd make salmon cakes with mashed potatoes and peas and then white sauce that you put over everything. One of
Mhm.
the only seafood things I literally will eat. I absolutely love it. Gets the canned salmon, and then does what she does with it. But yeah, it's one of the only things for seafood wise I'll eat. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. We want dinner. Steak and seasoned green beans, says Conrad. Sounds good. Making tacos for the wife. Sirloin steak with French fries and mushrooms, says James. Josh Alexander was seen in Florida. Don't know what was going on there. There was a lot of rumors about that he was going to come out and attack Joe and stuff like that, but that obviously didn't happen. Just eating this sandwich place out here called Potbelly. They make a great BLT. Well, I haven't had a BLT in a long time. Toasted, what is that? A burger? It looks like a burger. Toasted burgers and fries. And then toasted burgers. Toasted burgers are good. What do you mean? Like the bun was toasted? I like them like that on the grill. Making barbecue pork chops. Nice. Deadman says for dinner I had a half a turkey, half of sub turkey, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, provolone cheese, black olives, banana peppers, dill pickle, salt, and pepper. CRB Croft says burgers. Just finished eating a baked pork chop and macaroni for dinner a few minutes ago. Nice. Olive Garden lasagna classico, says Melissa. Been to Olive Garden in an age either. I used to go when I was training at a store that I worked at. I used to go there for the soup, salad, and breadsticks for lunch all the time, like literally every day. And I would just get the soup salad. I love this. What's it called? Zuppa Toscana with the sausage in it and the don't. Oh my God! I could literally. I'd sit there and eat. I'd fill up on that. It was fantastic. I loved it. Allergic to seafood. I ate pizza just minutes ago for lunch. Beans and rice and chicken. That sounds very healthy. I like toast. Oh God, here he goes. There's Dirty Derek. Was waiting for it. Hi, Jeff and Joe. Today I had 3 Egos, turkey sausages, and a cup of orange juice for breakfast. Nice. I see the system has their own X page. They retweeted something. I said, I see they retweet a lot of things, though. Couldn't find my thing on their page. LOL. Derek, I'm sure you do. Yes. Yes. Pasta and pork chop. A lot of pork. A lot of people are eating pork chops today, man. That might have been the first time I've seen all of the pork chops being called out today. I haven't had pork chops I can't even tell you when. My mom used to make them. My wife isn't into pork so much. She'll make like a pork roast, something like that. But we've not, I don't think I've had pork chops probably since I was living at home. It was a long time ago. Salmon with a bit of soy sauce on a sandwich, and as I had nothing else. Well, you're not alone in eating very little. I had, let me think. I had a tablespoon of peanut butter. I had 2 cheese sticks, light, of course. For dinner, I had 2 slices of deli chicken, baked deli chicken, which is very good, actually, and 2 slices of baby Swiss cheese. And then I had I found myself these things in Walmart. They're actually breakfast things, but I eat them whenever. It's these little egg things. They look like a cupcake. It's like a little egg, an egg thing that has like turkey sausage and cheese in it. Very good. So I had one of those. And I'm trying to think what else. I had my applesauce that I have to use to take my vitamins with because I can't swallow pills yet that are too big. And I can't remember if I had anything. Yeah, I think that might be about it so far. I'll probably have a little something after we're done here, but yep, there you go. And I'm going to a shower for my daughter on Saturday. That's going to have my wife's already apologizing to me because she's in there the other day making stuff for it. She made homemade chocolate pretzels with all different colored icing and all this kind of stuff that she has in bowls in the refrigerator. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to eat any of this." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry too." I'm having a Swedish meatballs frozen stove for dinner with some green beans with a little wild cherry Pepsi for dinner. Chicken finger dinner with crinkle cut fries and Caesar salad. Caesar salad's awesome. Awesome. All right. We're 2 minutes away. You remember the question, right? Jeff wants to know who you think in the chat should beat or, be like a major competitor for Jordynne Grace's title. Let us know. That is tonight's question. We'll keep it a wrestling question for the means of the show. All right, so we're going to be starting in about 2 minutes. Like I said, I have it on the very beginning where Ali was coming out of the curtain there in the back that they were showing some highlights. So that is where I have it ready to go. And yeah, we'll get started. Tomorrow should be a really good wrestling night too, man. The SummerSlam ramifications. Of course, we'll hear from Roman Reigns tomorrow night. Jeff, really quick, where do you think he goes with that? Do you think he's gonna, like, they were kind of debating this on another wrestling show? Do you think he comes out and, like, one of the people was saying, do you think he comes out and calls out Cody and says, hey, you just better realize you weren't winning that match without me. I helped your ass. You weren't winning that match unless I did what I did. Or do you think that's going to be saved for somewhere down the line since we just had that, and he's going to come out after Solo?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's going to come out after Solo. I can see them. I mean, I think everybody's saying there's going to be a bloodline versus bloodline match at Survivor Series. So, if that's the way it goes, then that's the way it goes. I'd like to see that. I'd also like to see how they bring back the Usos, because I think that has to happen, right?
Yeah, I would think so, right? Yeah, Jimmy and Jay. Yeah, and Jeff too. We've got a pay-per-view coming up called Bad Blood, where
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Roman just challenges Solo for Bad Blood, and maybe Roman gets outnumbered, right? Maybe the numbers are just too much for him, and then maybe that's what leads to what you're talking about in the Survivor Series match. So, yeah, a lot of ways they can go with it, but it's going to be a very, very big night tomorrow on SmackDown. So, definitely one to watch for sure. All right, I started it. Right now I'm looking at Nick Nemeth, little Josh Alexander. There's the director of Authority, Rhino. So it is started, and we got the PCO wedding. They're just showing the highlights of the wedding right now, in case you want to know where we are. Santino's daughter, Jordynne Grace, would be perfect. Great wrestler, great character, badly underused in NXT. Happy for Penta and Phoenix. I hope they improve the tag division. Some good stuff on AEW last night. I caught some of it. So yeah, some good stuff going on there. Of course, they're heading toward their biggest pay-per-view of the year, All In. Oh, they're coming to Wilkes-Barre. They're coming to the arena. So for the very first time, I saw on their billboard today that tickets are on sale. Very reasonable tickets too, $50.
Yeah.
I might have to check it out. I like to go see wrestling live. I haven't been to one in a while, and I might go check out the show. I would like to see it live since I've never done that. But yeah, so that's cool. It's September. I think it's a week before my birthday. Actually, I think it's Wednesday, September. I want to say like the 18th. So I might definitely look into that. I
had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember you went. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun at the show.
Yeah. I'm excited to go. I think it'll be fun. All right, we got Steph DeLander. Steph saying she invites all of us to her. They're on their honeymoon.
Yep.
Does my monster want me in black or red? Oh, man. What are we going to see? Derek, this might be your night, buddy. This might be your night.
This is Derek's episode.
This might be rated R tonight a little bit. All right. We got the intro entrance here. So that's where I'm at. They're just starting the music and stuff. If you want to follow along where we are. Reading between the lines, sounds like Conan assisted WWE, technically tampered, but it happens across all companies. $50 is cool. I went to WWE back in 2014. Yeah, at WWE events now, man. Even like tickets that are relatively not that close are $100 now or more. So yeah, for sure.
Derek's gonna catch up with the rest of us. He had to rewind that, Joe.
Oh, okay. My birthday is Saturday, but it feels like today. Giggity. All right, guys, as we were told, we are leading off with the system all decked out in the red, white, and blue. Finally got to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Jeff, did you see it yet?
I have not seen it yet. I hope to be able to at some point this weekend, possibly.
It was good. It was what I call a beer and popcorn movie. Very, very fun to watch. A lot of laughs, a lot of gore, a lot of cursing, as what you expect from Deadpool. But you get it from Hugh Jackman too, which is kind of funny. So it was very good, very, very good. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. Apparently, there was another backstage fight at AEW. Don't know how true that is. Oh boy. Oh boy. I want to see Beetlejuice. Oh yeah, me too. That looks phenomenal. Yeah, that looks really good. I have faith in Tim Burton. I think Tim Burton's a great filmmaker, and I'm sure he's going to do that justice. Ali's done with TNA. I didn't hear that.
I think folks took his post that he had last week, and thought that was maybe what he was doing, but I think he was saying goodbye to the X division because he's going to be chasing the TNA title going forward. I could be wrong. He could be done, but that's the way I took it, and that's the way a lot of folks took it. Because I thought that too when I first saw it, and then things kind of changed for me.
Yeah, that would make sense. We got Alicia calling fans stupid. That's not going to infuriate anyone. You stupid fans. You suck chants coming from the crowd. By the way, check out the Caped Crusader on Amazon Prime. Fun so far. Was that the new Batman animated thing that came out? Oh, I didn't realize it was out yet. Did you watch it, Jeff? Okay.
No, I haven't yet, but I have to.
Did they air the whole thing there, Conrad? Is the whole series out, or is it it's just going to be a certain amount a week?
Yeah, I think it's 8 episodes, Joe.
Oh, okay. Nice. I'll have to check it out.
Well, me and JJ were going to watch it last weekend, but we got busy doing other stuff. So,
gotcha. Apparently, Shane is AEW bound. Nah, I don't. That's a lot of that's being rumored.
10 episodes. Okay.
Oh, okay. A lot of that's being rumored because of the meeting with him and Tony Khan. I think Adam Cole and Wardlow in the future ends up in WWE. 3 weeks the system is wearing the same clothes. Scruffy lot. They won't even let Eddie speak. The fact is, and he can't get it out. It was a fluke, he says. It was a fluke. It was a fluke. I'm waiting for the Penguin. Oh, yeah, the Penguin series is going to be good.
Oh, my God. I can't wait for that. It's going to be so good.
That's going to be good.
I'm ready for Welcome to Derry.
Oh, yeah, the prequel for It.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready for that, too.
We will do anything, and I mean anything, to get those titles back. Okay? Nothing has changed. Nothing's changed at all, says Brian Myers. System is still the greatest faction in professional wrestling today.
Hey, Conrad, I'm trying to, man. I gotta have swag like these guys, man.
Right? Right?
Yeah, I'm digging it.
You suck, Chance. And here comes speaking of JDC, the man who might have just been the downfall. He's got the mic. He's trying to keep everybody quiet. Yeah, they're not going to listen, my friend. Penguin series looks. Oh yeah, it does. Looks really, really good. Really, really good.
I still think that's Colin Farrell. It is wild to me.
It is
how they transform him.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. He was out there just to get them to be quiet, I guess. Moose is on the mic now. That American getup would get them to F up in UK right now. Nick Nemeth, he's talking to him. Said you'll never be the face of the franchise. I'll come and get what is rightfully mine. He's addressing a lunatic in the back. Mike Santana. The system breakup, I'd like to see Cardona and Myers back as a tag team. That'd be fun. Santana chance. Says you'll call yourself a dog. Next week, I take the dog out back and give him the old Yeller treatment.
I hear you, Moose. Talk that talk.
Because you always trust the system at the end of the day. Okay. Okay. So a challenge thrown out for next week. We're going to get a match between Moose and Santana, which should be a banger. And there's Gresham minus the mask.
Yeah. Man.
I didn't expect to see you like this.
That old Yeller treatment.
He said, I've been gone for a while because I haven't been feeling well.
What's up, Terrence?
Hey, Terrence, how are you? He just puts out his hand to shake Kushida's hand. Kushida, he's a little hesitant.
I don't
trust.
I don't trust this.
No. And Gresham is like, he doesn't understand why he won't say anything to him or shake his hand. I saw the same news yesterday. A specific date or venue has not been made official, but will venue made official? Oh, yeah. Tonight is supposed to be the announcement of the venue for that. They said somewhere they've never been before. I kind of get the feeling they have a car there on the poster. So I'm wondering if it might be Detroit, somewhere in Detroit, maybe. Because they did show that car rolling up. Or maybe it's it could be maybe somewhere where there's like a major race like Daytona or a place like that too, like somewhere there. Yeah, there it is. BFG 1026, and that car is there.
Yeah.
Detroit. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense with the car there. Director of Authority, along with Speed. I love what he calls him. The epitome. With the return of the Ultimate X match. So what venue do you think TNA will use in Detroit? My guess is Wayne State Fieldhouse. Outdoor. What is that for, Terrence? Or how big is it?
Trying to think of smaller venues in that
in Detroit.
Area. Yeah.
I know. I only know Detroit venues because Kiss played there a lot. There is. Let me see if it's still there.
Terrence says that venue is 3,000.
Which one did you say? Wayne State Fieldhouse. There's another one called the Grand Riverview Ballroom. 3,500 theater seating capacity. I was looking up Cobo Hall, but Cobo Hall's not there anymore. Cobo Center used to be where Kiss used to play a lot. Cobo Center, 600 people only, 1,000 people theater style, so that's pretty small. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'll probably find out. We'll find out where it is tonight, hopefully. All right, so you heard from Speedball, and here we go. We got this X Division match coming up here. It is Trent 7 on his way out. I love X matches. Yeah, X matches are fantastic. Always good wrestling, and I guarantee you we'll probably be talking about both of them after the show is over tonight as probably the best two matches of the show.
Yep.
Terrence says 3,000. Yeah. I mean, I'm that's right around where I would think they'd want us to be, between 2,000 and 3,000. It seems like I think that one in Vegas can sit that many. TNA was in Detroit in 2006, so that's a long time ago. And that is they're saying they've never been there, right? They're saying they've never been there. Okay, so then I guess it's not Detroit. Jake something. How do you guys feel about the new Judgment Day without Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley? I like it. I like what they're doing. I look. If you had heard Rhea Ripley's interview, she did on Busted Open. She talked about her relationship with Damian and how close they are, friends wise. So it's going to be those two against the rest, and they reformed this new evil Judgment Day, which you kind of saw the writing on the walls with that, right? With Liv and everything and how that was going. So it'll be fine. That's going to be a good storyline for a long, long time.
Joe wants you to answer his question.
Rumor City is Detroit. Do y'all think the Motor City Machine Guns will be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Interesting thought. There's all kind of rumors that they're going somewhere at MCMG, but we haven't heard anything solid at all. So I could see that. Yeah. I mean, they're gone. They left there. They're done there for sure. I can definitely see that being a thing. I was in Detroit a few weeks ago. My family was in Dearborn, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit, the home of Henry Ford. Bailey might play the Steamboat card here and lose the belt quickly, though, because he wanted to be a fighting champ. Maybe. Rhea's woman enough to take down those guys. Might be Texas. TNA Victory Road is in San Antonio. My girlfriend brought me some Liv Morgan-ish shorts for my birthday. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Derek. My God. My God. Imagine sometime down the road, UK gets a Slammiversary or BFG. You're getting WrestleMania, right? They did announce that, didn't they?
Yeah.
They did say it was going to be in England, right? They didn't say where, but I think they said they were going to go there. Or did they say? Did they say it was going to be London? I can't remember now. AJ Styles and Motor City Machine Guns inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. 9 months from Saturday. What's 9 months from Saturday?
It's Derek's birthday, so
okay.
He's going to get a gift.
Tomorrow is Jason Stauffer's birthday. UK was the rumor. Yeah. I didn't think they confirmed anywhere there yet. Love seeing Damian Priest and Rhea together. All right, well, we got Mike Bailey working. Jake something here from the outside. Big kick from Bailey right to the face. Bailey up on top of the ropes, pulls Jake something down to the floor. Now all three men are down, but Bailey rolls right in. Let's go Speedball. TNA Final Revolution is in Atlanta, along with the TV taping, so they will finish off the year with wrestling shows like WWE and AEW. No more IG. Oh, I'm going to miss that. Man, I was wondering if they were going to do that. That kind of sucks. That's disappointing. Disappointing. Jake something throws Trent 7 back into the ring now. 7 just stepping on his face, right on the forehead. Just wiped his foot right on the forehead.
You trying to field a football team, Derek?
I just almost know not to read Derek's comments anymore. Like it's almost like I can't. Because, like I said, just see whenever I look at Derek's name, I'm just seeing this big X that pops up like in front of his comments. Like, don't, just don't.
Well, we got to play Happy Birthday for Derek and for Jason. So I'm trying to get my. Okay, here we go. So happy birthday, guys!
Happy birthday.
If it plays, I'm trying.
Someone in the front row with a WCW cap and what looks like a pink towel over his head, trying to work out if it's a wrestler waiting to do a run in. Interesting.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh, there it was.
There it was.
It's catching up. It'll play like 10 times in a minute. So
IPWF. Yeah, it is IPWF. Yeah. Big chop from Trent 7 to his former partner, Mike Bailey. Oh, man. He faked the chop and took him down with a quick DDT. Face or tweener? Oh, you're talking about Roman? We don't know.
And I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine too. He doesn't have to go necessarily either way. He doesn't have to be one or the other. Yeah, I agree.
All right, let's try this again. If it will work with me. So here we go. Come on, stupid thing. All right, here we go. Maybe.
There you go.
It worked.
7 with a nice move there, and Jake something just stopped that count, or Trent 7 may have had a win there. Calling it referee surprise pins one of them to win the X Division belt. There you go. There you go. If you want to get our thoughts and stuff on WWE things, I appreciate that you do. But this, mostly we want to just try to focus on the TNA stuff tonight. If you want to hear our thoughts on certain other things in WWE, come out on Sunday to our Between the Ropes show. I'm sure we'll talk about all the headlines, including Bronson Reed and other things like that. So yeah, we try to keep this to strictly just TNA.
Yeah, what I'm going to do, Mark, I'm going to actually take your question down because I think that's actually a good sell or no sell in a way.
Oh, nice. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a good one we could use. Bailey can lose without even being pinned, yeah. Oh my God. Oh, what happened there? Who got the worst of that? Jake something was getting choked and somehow got out of it. TNA chance now. Bailey is capable of winning, but so can either of these other guys. Jake something misses with a clothesline. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, Mike Bailey just stopped that count and almost got a 3 on Jake something. Look at that kick there from Bailey. Something. No, he doesn't. Just shrugs it off. Here he goes. We've seen this before. There's this. The kick to the corner. Something's down. Bailey's going for his finisher here. He got it. 1, 2, 3. Trent 7 nowhere to be found, and Mike Bailey is your winner.
That's good stuff.
Yep.
Having the stakes on the match like that.
Bailey qualifies for his own title defense.
Yeah.
Tessa Blanchard has become CMLL. There's a Tessa comment. We used to get one of those a week. We used to get Tessa comments once a week.
That's the new sound.
There you go. This is from Explosion. This was Giselle Shaw and Tasha.
Man, I gotta go back and watch this. Wow.
Big back elbow to Tasha. Surprised they're showing. Wow, Tasha steals.
Yeah.
Gets a win. All eyes on me, says Tasha. Bobby and MVP are Bloodsport bound first. Will Bobby go back to TNA? That'd be cool. There's Giselle. It's stealing until you get caught. Oh, of course, the director of Authority has to step in. I love how he flashes his badge. He pulls his badge out. Like, stop fighting. I have the solution right here. Another match next week with extra referees. No, oh, my God, he said shenanigans. Oh, I love that. I might have to say that like that all the time now. Shenanigans. Here's our word. Oh, man, I love it. Come get some. I'll drop you like a bad habit. Shenanigans. Oh, man. That might be the best part of the night. Shenanigans. Coming up next, we got this weird match with Kushida and Gresham. So let's see what happens here. And we
all right, in the chat, give us your wildest predictions of what you think happens in this match.
Right? Like, it just seems so weird, you know. All right, I fast forwarded, and we are on Kushida's entrance here. They really upped the camera quality backstage for ages. It's been looking like it was recorded on a phone, but the last few weeks have been really good. Oh, look at New Japan. Is that Yuya? Yeah, it is Yuya. Yuya Uemura, our old friend. Heather always asks about him every week. Speaking of which, Heather's not here. She would have seen the Yuya ad. Should have said pre-Slammiversary. I'm getting these names mixed up. Hammerstone, Gresham. Well, wait now. He does have the mask on. And she's calling him the octopus. So,
yeah, this is
weird.
Weird.
Kushida. He's trying to like warn the referee here, I guess, of like to watch out for him, making sure that he doesn't have that black goo. Yuya and Takashita have been in the G1.
Okay, so far, so good. I still don't trust it.
Yeah, he said he's not wearing the black mask. Since birthday weekend for me, a question for Jeff Joe in the chat. Best birthday present you've ever gotten? I think that's a pretty easy one for me. 16th birthday, my 1972 Monte Carlo from my dad. My dad bought me my first car. And he decked it out with a state-of-the-art, best tape deck you could ever want in a car. State-of-the-art cassette player in there. I can tell you, the car was gorgeous and very, very, very fast. And probably too fast for a 16-year-old. That car was all engine. The whole front was all engine. When I slid on ice with it, it would literally go in circles because the engine was so top heavy. My dad had to put cinder blocks in the trunk because it had no weight in the back. But man, what a car! But yeah, he that had to be mine.
I've got to think a little bit.
I was gonna say a lot of them could be ones from the kids and stuff too. Obviously when you're a little bit older and you have kids and everything like that, some of your favorite birthday presents come from the children. PlayStation 2. Gresham starts to feel weird, throws up ink, lights go out, comes back on. He's got the black mask and all on. Could happen. So chat. He's got a question for you. Best birthday present you ever got. What was it? Some people best birthdays were when their parents had like a baby brother or sister. Sometimes they had them around the other child's birthday. That's cool, James, if that does happen. Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. The Friday the 13th Nintendo game. Oh my God, that game drove me up the freaking wall. That game drove me freaking nuts. I had to get it because I'm such a big fan. And when I bought it, I had to get it. And I played the crap out of that. And until I got to the end, when you're fighting the last boss, Jason, who had the 2 big bars of health, and it's all a pattern, right? You memorize the patterns on those games. So it's back, forth, hit, up, down, and you got to memorize all the patterns. I had them down, right? I'm ready to go. And I had him down to about the one whole health bar was gone. I had him down about a half to 3/4 of the next one. And I could not, my hands got numb. I could not do. I was getting cramps in my hands from doing it for so long because that took a while. And right at the end, I went to do the dodge to miss the sword and all that. And he hit me and I lost. And that was the closest I ever got to beating that game. I never beat it. Never beat it. I watched a video of someone who did. And it looked pretty freaking easy, to be honest, watching him do it. He did it in like 15 minutes. With obviously there's a cheat way to do it. But I didn't, I'm like, yeah. Purple Jason, man. Purple Nintendo Jason with the purple hockey mask. They actually have a mask for that you could buy from NECA. NECA sells a mask for that. I was going to go as that Jason one year for Halloween. Maybe that would be something I could shoot for this year. Maybe I'll find a purple shirt and something like that, and I'll get that mask. You have to beat it as an adult. I still have it. And it's funny you mention that because one of my friends bought that for me for a Christmas gift. I think about 3-4 years ago. It got me the actual, the NES cartridge for it. So I do have it. I don't have the thing to play it in anymore. I don't have a system anymore, but yeah, I do have it. Who knew the cure to Gresham's ink was a botched software patch? Look at this move on Kushida, really trying to hurt that knee. Now, Jeff, this does look a lot like the old style Gresham, right? I mean, the way he's wrestling too.
Yeah, I mean, it's so different.
Yeah, it really is.
From what we've seen recently. He's always a great technical wrestler, but I don't know.
Saw some posting about TNA social media screwing up by putting Jonathan Gresham's normal face in a graphic for this match. It pays to wait for the storyline, although I'm still waiting to see where this is going. NECA made a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure a couple years ago. Yeah, I have all of them. All of the NECA Jason figures. I had them all. Blue Octopus this evening. Gonna change colors. Gresham saying he's stuck. They're going to try to untie them. The referee's trying to separate them. She finally gets the hold unlocked. Someone asked Mattel about them making TNA action figures. They said, never say never. We would love to do it with the current stars and old, but it would depend on the TNA relationship. Yeah, because they do TNAs, yeah, or WWEs, yeah. I'm glad you actually mentioned that in chat. I have to remember to go and pre-order that Bray Wyatt Mountain Dew match figure. Standing drop kick there, and down goes Kushida. Which was weird for a face faction. Had ROH in that form gone long enough, I think they would have turned heel. Jeff, I did decide that I am no longer interested in going to see Trap.
I've come to that conclusion as well, John.
Yeah, I heard just too many comments, and I'm like, yeah, I was excited too because it seemed like a cool premise. Like a guy stuck in a thing, and knowing that someone gave him a tip that he was a serial killer and trying to get away and everything. It seemed like such a cool premise. But the things I've heard that people have mentioned to me, like basically saying M. Night Shyamalan used like the third act to basically advertise his daughter as a singer. I'm like, yeah, probably gonna wait on that one. Yeah, such a shame. Man, M. Night Shyamalan used to be so now, granted, I mean, you like this too. Knock at the Cabin was good. I like Knock at the Cabin. Yeah. I
thought that was a really, really good movie.
But then again, like what was the next one he did? Old? That was awful.
Yeah.
It just goes up, down, up, down.
But I guess the thing is when you set the bar at The Sixth Sense.
Right.
Right.
And then Signs, Jeff, and then Unbreakable.
Yeah. He's had some good ones.
And Split was amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He does these real good things, and then he has like a bunch of clunkers, and no, I'm not going to waste my money on that one. They said that the people I've heard it said the first act is really good, second act is okay, and then they just said the third act it just turns into nonsense. The Village was okay. The Village was pretty good. I didn't mind that. Then he kind of went downhill. The Lady in the Water, awful. Wasn't when they were all stuck in an elevator. That was one of his movies too. The Devil in the Elevator or something, whatever that was. That was a weird one too. Devil. Yeah. And then the one where the kids went to visit the grandparents that they weren't really their grandparents and they didn't know they were like escaped from some mental institution.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
That wasn't bad. That was creepy. Like that had creepy moments to it.
Mm-hmm.
When the crazy grandmother was walking around in the middle of the room at night, and then she'd turn around and see them, and that had some creepy elements to it. It's been a good match. Gresham ducks under that. Kushida misses altogether. Gresham went for a kick and missed. There's a roll up. No. Reversals all over the place here. Look at this. They're just leapfrogging each other. Kushida finally goes for a cover. No. Reversed it. M. Night was never that good. All of his movies were overthinking. Besides, once you figured out the swerve, there's no replay value. I wouldn't say he was never good. Like, I just named a bunch that were like 3 movies that are absolutely amazing. I mean, Signs was awesome. The Sixth Sense, even though I figured it out like at the end, a lot of other people didn't. I thought that was tremendous. So he's done some good ones. He just, I don't know. Now he's funding his own films.
Mm-hmm. And I actually like watching The Sixth Sense with people who've never seen it, or just hearing people talk about it that have never seen it.
Yep.
It's always interesting to go back and take a look.
Tapped him out. Wow. Gresham gets tapped in the hoverboard.
Ooh.
Split was amazing. I mean, Split was part of that whole Unbreakable trilogy. Unbreakable is one of my favorite movies in a long time, and Split was off the charts great. I love Split.
What'd you think of Glass?
Glass was good. I liked it, but the only thing I think about it, Jeff, was that I think there was just too much going on. I think the 3 of them in the asylum and everything together was really cool. But then, like, toward the end, it got to be like, it almost was like they crammed a whole bunch of it in at the end.
Yeah.
To me, but I like the whole thing. I like the whole trilogy. I thought it was neat. Great premise in Unbreakable. Like, who thought that would be a superhero movie when you first saw it?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah. And Split, nobody. I'll tell you, I figured out that was part of the trilogy quite early on, because when I saw the posters all have the cracks in them. So Unbreakable, of course, had the cracks in it, the glass. And then when Split came out, it had similar cracks. And then I saw it, and I kind of put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, wait a minute. This has similar, and then all of the cracks from the posters lined up, every one of them. So they all lined up to make one big glass thing. But I was like, oh, man, I bet you this is like a quasi sequel to that somehow. And then, of course, we got Bruce Willis in the end of it, which was awesome. Speedball said, my goal is to fight the best. Do me the honor. Oh, he's asking them to participate in qualifying matches for Ultimate X. Ace Austin and Bay said they'll think about it.
Smart decision.
Yeah. We could be double champions. All right, they're going to go for it. Okay. All right. We don't get any answers regarding Gresham. No. Hendry and Wolfgang, and Jordan's Open Challenge is next. Jeff, you know what we should do literally for Halloween this year? We should do a and I got this from on YouTube. We should do and the chat I think would have fun with this too. And it's not necessarily a wrestling thing, but we should do it our favorite horror movies countdown.
Yeah.
Just do like a top.
We still have a watch along to do.
We do. Yeah, that's right. We still have a watch along for Halloween we have to do for the original Halloween.
Yep.
So yeah, we should do that. We get into October, we should plan that. Maybe we'll do them on a Sunday instead of a Between the Ropes episode. That's usually a day when not a lot of wrestling's going on anyway. So I think that might be fun. Oh my goodness gracious me. We have Steph in a jacuzzi. I saw James' little eyeballs there. I'm like, oh, what's going on? That obviously is not PCO calling. That was more than likely Matt Cardona talking like, I don't even know what he was trying to sound. Hey, it's PCO, the French Canadian.
That was hilarious.
Oh, that was great. War movies, Michael. My dad loved them. I'm not necessarily into them so much. I've seen some of them bigger ones like Platoon. I'm trying to think of some other ones I've seen, but they're really not my thing. They're really not. Patton. Oh, Patton. I've seen Patton. Patton was great. I love Patton. Very, very good movie. Long, very freaking long, but it was a really good movie. But I haven't seen very many of them.
I think James just caught up, so he finally saw.
Oh, James! I thought when you had the eyeballs on there, you caught up. Holy shit! Jordan's in the ring. Let's see who her opponent is. See if it's TNA or NXT. Answering her challenge. Who is it?
What is it?
Lights go out. I don't recognize what the... Oh, my God, it's Rosemary! Oh, what? I forgot she had that new entrance. I'm like, who is this? Maybe that's where James was. Maybe he was ahead of us.
Maybe, yeah.
Rosemary. Oh, my God. Oh, I know what's going to happen here, and I'm going to get pissed about it, too. I know what's going to happen here. I'm going to be mad if it does, but I know what's going to happen. She's gonna get attacked from behind during this match, I think.
Hey.
They were eyeing her up last week. Remember when she came out? They were watching from backstage.
Yeah.
Look at the butcher knife, dude.
I was trying not to go there in my head, but
yeah, I bet you 10-1 that's going to be what's happening to have that feud happen. They're probably going to attack Rosemary from behind. Rosemary has got a very large butcher knife and her bag of goodies there. I just saw the location for BFG in Detroit, the Wayne State University Fieldhouse.
You must be ahead.
Yeah, you're way ahead. Don't spoil things. Stop spoiling. It's all right. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's all right. It's all good. He messed up their video effects. Heel move. All right, so the all-new Rosemary against Jordynne Grace. These two have mixed up many times over the years that we've been watching TNA. Jordynne wants to shake her hand. No, Rosemary wants none of that. Wants none of that. Big drop kick. Down goes Jordynne. Rosemary just like, oh, look at this. Just pounding on her back of her neck. Rosemary with all black roses. She robbed from PCO's wedding. Comes over with a clothesline as she slides through the bottom rope. But look at this. Head scissor. Look at this.
Wow.
Look at that move. Man, I wish I was sitting there. I know I'm sidetracking, but would have thought that Snoop Dogg was in it. Snoop Dogg is literally everywhere, Mark. I have no. Snoop Dogg is literally everywhere. He's everywhere. He's at everything you would ever see. He's there. He's there.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, he's everywhere, man. Everywhere. Friday 4, Nightmare 3, Idle Hands 2, Friday 7, and Hatchet. Hatchet's your number 1? Wow. You have to hold on to that until October. Rosemary now gets a big boot in the face by Jordan. Jordan up and over. Runs over to the other corner now, up and over again. Rosemary trying to chase her. Now big shoulder block. Rosemary goes down. Oh. Jordan with a kip up and just a little bit too fast for Rosemary now. Big clothesline into the corner. Rosemary is back in the championship shape she was in years ago. She looks great. Hope they swerve us and have somebody other than NXT come out. Well, that's who it was. Rosemary's even more scarier now. Yeah, I think so too. I agree. Rosemary able to kick out there. Jordan pounding on that mat. Yeah, I think she's scarier now too. Rosemary reverses that hold, and then Jordan reverses back. Just complete counters there. Jordan with a back elbow. Rosemary goes into the other side. Oh, nice takedown there from Jordynne Grace just rolled right through that move. Finisher Rosemary used last week was intriguing. Big spear from Rosemary, and Jordan's down. There was feeling that the volleyball wrestler could have won. Rosemary's got Jordan up. As above, so below is her finisher. She did not get it. Big chop from Jordan. Another one. Now one from Rosemary. Jordan reverses up and across the back. Rolls through. 1, 2, nope. Jordan thinks she might be getting the momentum here. Rosemary crawls over to the corner, trying to shake it off. And here comes Jordan. Jordan with another, just big repeated shots. Forearm to the side of the head. Now she's got her up. She's going to prop her up on the top turnbuckle. Slaps across the face. Grace is going up to meet her here, up on top of the ropes. What's going to happen here? It's going to look for a superplex, but Rosemary trying to fight back. She going to use her finisher from the top rope? Ooh. No. Looked like she was trying to do it. Couldn't quite get it. No, now Jordan's got her. Oh, this is going to be a massive superplex. Oh, might be the beginning of the end here. No. Ooh, nice reversal there for Rosemary. Both women are down. Thought it was over when she got the superplex. Here they come. I knew it. What did I tell you? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. The concierge is here. There they are.
There you go.
And now she's got, what the hell does she have there? What does she have? It's a can. What the hell kind of kendo stick is that? Looks like it's for Barbie. And here she comes, and there's Rosemary. She whacks Rosemary in the midsection with that, whatever that was. And now she's going to go after Jordan as well. Nope. Oh, yeah. She's cracking Jordan and Rosemary, just beating them both. How the hell does the referee not see what's going on? Well, he does now. Yeah. And he throws out the match. Now she goes to hit the referee. It's a different side of Ash by Elegance. She's laid out both Jordan and Rosemary. Oh, no. Jordynne's getting up, though, and she barreled out of there. She's screaming, I won. Well, there you go. That's just saying that Ash still has her eyes on the world title. Interesting. Oh, no. We'll hear from Josh Alexander, or will we?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Me too. Here is the announcement that we heard where it was. That's going to come up next so we can fast forward through. And we'll get to the announcement here. So, Bound for Glory. Just going to fast forward right up to the start of the announcement.
And I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm trying to stay awake.
Poor Jeff.
I'm exhausted right now. I apologize.
All good. Dame look well rounded. Grace needs to lock her in the forbidden coffin. I'm just glad Rosemary didn't lose. Bound for Glory in the Wayne State University Fieldhouse in Detroit. So there you go.
Whoever called it, there it is.
Yep. All right. So are we or aren't we going to actually hear from Josh? Or are they just going to boo him out of the building again and he's not going to speak? I'm kind of thinking we're not going to get anything. Was asked to explain his controversial actions. Setting up a triple threat, said RK Shuttlesworth. Oh, that could be interesting. You know, like Rosemary and her and Jordynne, and maybe could be an interesting scenario. Uneven arm, ref actually saw it. Took him a while, didn't it? Oh, look at the dude as Joe Hendry's face turned to Josh when he walked out. That was clever. That was clever. Look at that. That guy right there has like a dual sign. And when Josh comes down, he turned his face to have the back of Hendry's head. Very, very clever sign. You missed the finish. Yeah, so Ash by Elegance came in and stopped everything and beat both women up with a pink kendo stick, which was very tiny. All right, so let's see if we're actually going to get anything or not. Kind of thinking no. Kind of thinking no. I like Josh's new theme. It's very, very metal. Very metal. Fans booing Josh. He's holding up the microphone. This guy's yelling, "You suck." Now the rest of the crowd is getting into it. You suck. He's not going to talk. They're going to keep doing this. He's not going to ever talk. You suck. I sold that. Oh, now he's pissed. Now he's mad. Oh, they made him mad now. The "you sold out" chance.
That's not going to make him happy.
You want to know why? I did what he's going to say. Well, I'm not telling you because you don't deserve it. Guy's holding the Joe Hendry sign. He pointed to it. He's not going to tell them. You sold out. More you sold out chance. He's not going to say it. He's not going to say it. He's going to say, you don't deserve to know why. I don't need to give you a reason. I didn't change. I'm not the one that changed. You people are the ones who changed. Reminds me of Rocky IV. If you could change, we could change. We all could change. These three letters used to signify something. The best professional wrestlers in the world wrestled in TNA. You choose to believe in somebody like Joe Hendry.
Well, jealousy, huh?
Crowd chanting Hendry. Derek said, Adrian! Yeah. I guess he's too busy. Oh, you believe in him. He's a meme. He can't lace my boots on my worst day.
Ooh.
We believe chants. Mm. Mm. A little more respect for the heart and soul of TNA. Crowd isn't going to give him that. I earned that title. I earned it with my blood, sweat, and tears in this ring. Longest reigning champion in TNA history. It's very true. Very true. That man called me the standard of TNA. Referring to Ray Walt, I guess. I'm the best professional wrestler walking this earth. Gonna have to deal with it. I am truly the standard of TNA. I mean, he's got an argument here. Like what? I'm focused on one thing and getting back what rightly belongs to me. TNA World Championship. Champion says he's up for a fight anytime now. Talking about Nick, obviously. He's going to call Nick out. Going to call Nick out. Where's the lie? Yeah, he's really not lying about anything he said. Nobody's going to call you the face of TNA. Same thing they called you in WWE. Oh, man.
All right, Josh.
A transitional champion. And here he comes. Here he comes. Okay. There's Nick Nemeth. Ooh, and he looks pissed. Nick Nemeth. Oh, my God, Jeff. Can you imagine we get this? This is going to be a blast. These two going at it. Nick getting the microphone. This is going to be one hell of a match.
Yeah.
Oh, what the? He just threw the mic. So much for that. There was not going to be any talking there. Nick Nemeth just laid him out.
Yeah.
TNA chants. Just laid him out.
Well, that'll shut him up.
I am a fighting champion. You want your match? You got it. Next week? Come on.
Wow.
Next week in Tampa, I will end you. I will lay an early bet. I'm going to lay an early bet on this one, Jeff. My boy Joe comes out and does a little interference, costs Mr. Alexander the match.
Even if he doesn't do anything but just come out and his music hits,
distracts him.
That's enough.
Yep.
That he doesn't even have to lay a hand on him.
And then, Jeff, we're going to get the two of them at Bound for Glory. Oh, my God. Oh, man. That's going to be a banger. That's going to be a freaking, what is this now? Joe Hendry and Wolfgang still to come.
All right, so I won't disrespect Josh anymore. Next time there's a graphic, I'll pull it.
Josh has really improved on the mic since the days he was Ethan Page's silent partner. Yeah, he can stand with anybody. All right, let's go. This should be the last fast forward. We should be catching up pretty soon. And there's the Bound for Glory date. I think I had it anyway. Yep. Bound for Glory, October 26th. This is one of those that you must subscribe to the app to get, or you could, I believe you can still get it on Triller as well. Jedi Warrior, hello, here for the Hardys and you guys, of course. Why, thank you, sir. He's making match official. Oh, he's making the, okay. So there you go. It is now official. This is Frankie. Said I should be the #1 contender. I'm the king of TNA. Daddy eats first in my house.
Yeah, next week is going to be like a pay-per-view episode.
No kidding. He said right now Daddy's not sitting at the table. Because Arian called this badge a toy badge.
So there's another person that could very well get involved too.
Yeah, that's true, Frankie. Yeah, that could be a mess.
What if all four end up at Bound for Glory?
Fatal 4-way.
For a title. It wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Mm-hmm. Next week, OMG. Yeah, next week's going to be a badass. We have the Rascals, the newly betrayed Rascals, by the way. Talking about it right now. They challenge for the tag team titles on NXT. Wesley shocked the world. Wesley did stab them in the back. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Josh saying that he's the best wrestler out there right now. I know several people might be taken aback by that. To be honest, I would make a case for Hendry. No, I love Joe Hendry, Mark, but I don't think he's at Josh's level yet. So remember all those matches, Mark, that we saw on this show that Josh has had over just this past year. Come on, the matches, some of those matches that he had and he won were freaking amazing. So Joe is great and he's building himself up and he's certainly going to be a future star wherever he ends up. But he's not on Josh's level quite yet. He's not there yet. Josh is, like I said, he had all those matches that we could say were match of the year. earlier this year. So yeah, he's not up there yet. I'm a big fan of his, but he's not at Josh's level.
I mean, I think persona wise and
gimmick,
that's a different thing. But when you talk about in ring, just spot for spot, move for move with Josh, I think Josh is he's got an argument. I'll say, I'd put him up against just about anyone in any company.
I mean, the match is Jeff with Will Ospreay. Come on.
Think about the one with Speedball.
The one with Mike Bailey. I mean, he's just had 5-star after 5-star after 5-star match with so many wrestlers. That, come on. Just he's definitely a better overall wrestler. But like I said, Joe is, he's up and coming. He's going to learn, and he'll get a lot of training over at TNA and stuff there. And, so wherever he decides to go, if he stays in TNA, if he moves on and goes to NXT, he'll be a star. He's got the persona down, and he's got the crowd behind his persona and the gimmick and all that kind of stuff. That's a huge part of it. Once you have that, then you just get better. You just get better at your craft. You just build up the wrestling and just get better at wrestling. And yeah. Navarro gets a 2. Now this is part of that X qualifier. So whoever wins this moves on to the qualifier. Moves on to the X Division match. Rather, we saw Speedball earn his right to defend the title earlier. This is going to be insane.
Yeah.
Kaz possesses the scarf of evil.
I put Barry Monkey's question up. I think it's an interesting
one. Do you think TNA might end up on CW with NXT? Just wonder if this is what's building. They wanted to have a wrestling thing, right? Like they were trying to get NWA at one point. Remember when they were supposed to sign with them, and then that all got blown up because of some stupid actions that some people did.
Yeah.
So maybe. I mean, maybe Anthem sells them off. I don't know. That could be a possibility.
Would I guess the better question is not could, but would Anthem want to sell the TV rights but maintain ownership of the company? I don't know, but I think that'd be the hurdle if there is one.
Yeah, all that business and money stuff is above my head, right? Like that just goes over your head. God only knows. Like with that can go anyway. But that'd be cool. I'd be neat if that happened. So TNA Bound for Glory in Detroit. Yep, Motor City Machine Guns and AJ Styles will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Would be awesome. NXT on USA Network would make more sense to me. USA already has SmackDown now, so yeah, I think a little variety is good. We're just gonna have to figure that out if we do watch-alongs, if they do go somewhere else, because I don't know how that. Why I imagine they'll still keep it on their TNA app and stuff like that. And then Jeff, the question I think would be too, would they end up then having to do live shows? Right. So that could be a thing too. They might have to do live shows and not tape anymore, which I'm okay with that, but I just don't know whether or not they'd want to do that. So.
I mean, I would think that if the deal is lucrative enough, though, that they'd welcome it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do think at times the taping can be a hindrance.
Agreed.
It's hard to guard against the rumors and the spoilers and all of that stuff. So, and I feel like sometimes TNA is harmed by that because you get these folks who put out the spoilers and they put out pictures if they've gone to the show, that kind of thing. And I feel like that kind of hurts their momentum from time to time. So hopefully,
wow, what a neck breaker there.
They move to live shows.
Maybe that's something they could think about for next year, Jeff. Like take stages one at a time, and maybe that's something they could think about doing for next. I would like it too for everything you said, because everybody can literally go on YouTube and read all these results and know everything. Like some of these places spoil the matches like a month ahead, so everything that's coming. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. It's really one of the only wrestling shows that does that. So maybe to get away from that. And I know it would be different on the talent and stuff. Obviously, they would have to travel more, But yeah, I'd be interested. Full Sail could be their home base. They were saying something about being at Full Sail. Maybe so.
I just think in today's digital age, it's really hard to do tape.
Yeah.
So, I mean, especially with wrestling and the market for spoilers and all of that. So the sooner they can move to live production, the better. And maybe they're using this time now to test and get those things right, because I mean, you know how tech works and how it can be fickle, as we've said about other things in the chat. So yeah, I hope that they move to live.
Yeah, I would like to see it. So up next, and this should be our main event for the night, is Joe Hendry and Wolfgang coming up next. All right, fast forward, should be our last one. Let's see if we're caught up here. Yep. All right, we're back. Oh, wait a second. No, I think I missed did I miss more of the honeymoon there? Ray Walt mentions something. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, I missed it. Okay. So we're getting more stuff from the honeymoon thing from the wedding. It's hard to fast forward, too, because there's not a lot of space there. So I'm just going to let it play out. I'm at the TNA Wrestling. We'll be right back screen just to let it play through, because it's too close to the end for me to fast forward it correctly to the part where I need to be. Come on. Okay, here we go. Now this is they're talking about Josh trying to regain the championship he never lost. Okay, this is for next week. Advertisement for next week, Nemeth and Alexander. And now here we go. So Steph in the hotel room. She's waiting for a text. She got one. He's almost here. Knock at the door. Oh my God, it's Cardona. Why are you here? She's like, get out of here. She throws him out. Oh no, PCO's been taken out. Bunch of people holding him down. Who is it? Is it Cardona? Yeah, it is. Don't mess with my property. Remember who did this to you? What are they going to do? Oh, man. Big stomp to back up PCO's head.
Yeah.
Ray Walt says, I don't know what to say. What is she wearing? Matt Cardona stepped over the line. This is ridiculous, and I'm here for it. NXT is typically live unless there are circumstances that warrant them from being taped. All right, they're showing us what happened last Tuesday. There's Joe. Joe took out Wolfgang there. And then here, they got the chair. Referee telling them they're out of here. You're out of here. And there you go, Joe Hendry.
Give me 1 second.
All right, so Gallus is here. Let's see. I wonder if they're all here or if it's just going to be Wolfgang. Nope. Yep, Wolfgang coming down. PCO is dead. Should keep him out for at least a week. Cardona's timing sucks. First, he turns up at the wedding last week, and then tonight during the honeymoon. I know, right? Cardona had some GC dub guys with him. I don't know who they were. Just saw the tattoos. The tattoos on their arms. All right, so Wolfgang making his way down, and this, of course, is our main event. The camera guy should be helping out PCO. You have to put it into your mind, that the camera was set there by Matt Cardona. There is no cameraman there. That they set it down on the ground to film automatically. Believe the surreal. Believe the surreal. Say his name, and here we go. I believe in Joe Hendry. Here he is. Everybody clap. I'm off clapping. There we go.
I'll give him a regular clap. I'll give him a.
There you go. Cardona ought to be locked up. I mean, I will agree with you that he does have bad timing, but not for the reasons you listed. That noise sounds from. Oh God. Oh my God. Derek's not talking about clapping hands, guys.
No, he's talking about clapping something else.
He's not talking about clapping hands. Yeah. Until that sounds like Conrad's in on it too now. Him and Derek are on the same level. Look at that. We believe.
You know what? Just because James said it, if I can find it, I gotta. Here we go. In honor of the man.
Yowie wowie. There you go. Nice. Nice. Said I showed up to your place of work and made the whole world chant, we believe. We believe. We believe.
Giggity.
There you go. That's appropriate. Smashed him in the back with a guitar. He's patting himself on the back. Joe and Mark are not here tonight. Oh, man. For a second there, I thought we were going to get a song. I thought we were getting a song, but nope.
Nah.
Just a beatdown.
Yeah, just a fight.
Big clothesline, and Wolfgang is laid out on the arena floor. Ooh, they're going to do picture-in-picture. This is rare. They don't do that much. Yeah. We believe chants in the crowd. Wolfgang now pulls Hendry down underneath the bottom rope. Smashes his head into the ring again. Too much wrestling to watch it all. Chelsea needs to let her or get her husband under control, right?
Yeah, he's a little violent right now.
He is. Yeah.
Talk about his property.
I know. That's pretty awful.
Dude needs to get checked.
It's pretty awful.
But I mean, you know, if PCO has taught us anything, is a stomp isn't going to keep him down.
No, sir. That is true. I haven't been watching it on Access, Little Silver, so that could very well be why. I haven't had Access TV for probably about a year now, so I haven't watched Access at all. Hendry crawls back in the ring. He's like, nah, I'm too smart for that. Was waiting in there for an elbow drop, and he got out from under it. Got coffee around the neck. Is he going to try to haul him in over that way? No, he pulls down the arm of Hendry over the top rope. Now he's making a little bit of a comeback. Big right hands now. Wolfgang is going to work on that. It's got him in some kind of a little bit of a headlock there, chin lock. Boy, our Olympic basketball team got a real run for their money today.
Yeah, that was a close one. But you know what? Shout out to the USA track and field team. They are just dominating.
Yeah.
Ooh, now that's that'll leave a mark. I think I'm a little bit ahead, so I don't want to.
That's all good. Access TV has TNA Spectrum. That's how I watch it on TNA now. Nice. USA is killing it. Yeah. Well, like I said, that the basketball thing was a little scary. They really had to have a fourth quarter in order to come back and win that.
And Steph Curry was out of his mind.
Yeah.
Ball. 36 points.
I'm a little upset that Mr. Kerr isn't using Jason Tatum. I think might be a little bit of Celtics jealousy there.
I mean, yeah, that is.
It's how can you not play a guy like that? I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just, but I can understand his dilemma. How do you play all those players? Like there's just so many. They're all superstars. Who do you play and who do you sit? But I could see what he's doing. He's trying to play the big men. He's trying to play like a lineup of all centers, Embiid and Bam Adebayo, like the really big guys. He's trying to take advantage of their size because a lot of these other teams just don't have that. So I could see, I still would honestly, I don't mind the NBA players playing in it, but I would rather them have a college coach. I think I would rather them have a college coach than a pro coach. Really good college coach, like maybe that guy from what was that really good coach now from UConn?
Yeah,
the guy that was going. The Lakers are to try to hire him. Yeah, Hurley. Yeah, maybe have like somebody like that. Like maybe the team that wins their title that year, the NCAA that year, have the college coach because the international game I don't think is close to the NBA game. I think they're played much differently. And I think maybe a college coach might be a little bit better in that role. I don't know.
And by the way, Deanna deserves a giggity.
Giggity. What did she say? I must have missed it. I saw the one that Chelsea needs to get her husband under control. What she said?
Oh no, this is not.
Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Oh yeah, she's getting a.
Hendry's in trouble. He's on a 9 count. He almost lost. He gets back in. Pushes him off the rope. Big shot to the back. Did you see the French pole vault guy? He didn't qualify for the final because of his.
Yes, I saw that.
That's quite embarrassing. That's that must have been embarrassing as hell.
Sometimes things get in the way, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. When you least expect it. Kind of makes me wonder what he was thinking about, Like what was it?
Let's not get into the thoughts of
Yeah,
during that time. We want to.
Yeah, well, let's go back to this match. We have we believe chats. Joe's on the ground. Wolfgang's on the ground. Oh my.
Ooh.
Trying to chop down the big man with some uppercuts. Now he's getting the big man off his feet here, and Joe getting fired up. Coming over. Whips into the other corner. Hendry's got him up now. Trying to lift him up. Let's see if he can do it. He's struggling, but let's see. Ah, there he got it.
Tell you, having been in the ring a long time ago, that was some uncomfortable hand placement. I'm not sure it felt too hot during that slam.
Yeah, the Celtics usually always play on Christmas. The Sixers do not scare me one bit. Not one bit. I don't care if they got PG or not. PG is always hurt most of the time, so that doesn't scare me at all.
So basically, Jason, what Joe's telling you is you can get PG 13, 15,
Right.
18.
Doesn't matter.
37, 72, and 94.
Doesn't matter. Not going to matter. The Sixers have been talking about what was it, trust the system thing for how long now? And what have they got from it? Nothing. Zip. Nada. Nothing. They don't scare me at all.
Keep watching, folks. Keep watching.
Some say it's a curse, but I bet he thinks it's a blessing. Dijek's had appearances lined up. I know that much. I can't remember when. Coffee. Going up top, missed. Hendry got out of the way, and luckily he did. Now Joe is fired up. Clothesline. Now he's gonna get. Oh, he got him up. Standing ovation. That's it. He gets the win over Wolfgang. He appears. Crowd singing along. Hence, we need someone Scottish to help him against Gallus. We need Grado. That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, keep a look on what's going on.
Wait, what's happening here? Backstage cameras, what's going on? What do we got back here going on? Oh, we got the system. Oh, it's Santana. Santana is trying to fight off the whole system by himself. Santana's not one to mess with, man.
Nah, he's that dude.
He would not like nothing better than a street fight or something like that too. So I would not be messing with him. Oh man, good stuff. Santana ain't someone. No, I wouldn't certainly want to be messing around with him at all. I would not want that man angry at me. Yeah, good stuff tonight. As you know, as we expected, there would be a lot of lot of fun stuff going on with the with Cardona and Steph and the wedding, and poor PCO is laid out somewhere and will die for the 150th time. Yeah, this was good stuff. We heard that that Bound for Glory will be in Detroit, Rock City, of course, and yeah, so good stuff. I liked it. The two X Division matches. So we saw Wentz moved on, and of course Mike Bailey will of course be in the match to defend his title. We saw what was some weirdness with Gresham again. Like, nothing really came of that. Like, just came out as himself, and we really didn't get anything out of it. He lost the match, but no real craziness or anything in that match. Jordynne with a successful title defense, but obviously Ash by Elegance showed that she is still interested in that title, and took out Rosemary as well. And I can't imagine Rosemary will be happy with her. So yeah, a lot of good stuff tonight. A lot of good stuff tonight that happened, and was a fun show. So make sure to tune into we got the title match, right? We got Nick Nemeth next week against Josh Alexander, which is going to be a banger between those two. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. But I do believe that, like I said, we'll get some interference, I think, from that from Mr. Hendry. So all right, yeah, give us your scores. Let us know what you thought of the show tonight. And don't forget, like I said, we will be back. We will return on Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll have our Between the Ropes. You guys know what that's all about. We review the week in wrestling. We talk all about what's going on, all the big stories, the big news items, all of the stuff that happened in the week that was. The Wyatts Six having their very first match. And all the ramifications of that. And of course, we'll talk about Raw and SmackDown and AEW and NXT and all that good stuff on Sunday. We'll have the news. We'll have our favorite moments. We might have some grievances or two. And, yeah, so come join us, 8:30 p.m. Sunday night. Of course, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be back. And then, of course, Fireflies Forever, if you don't make the show on Sunday, will be next Tuesday at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's see what we've got. Again, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Regardless of where you're watching it from, it helps us out when you do. So please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you drop a like on the stream tonight, please, before you leave. There's 60-some people out there watching. I know a lot of you are watching from X as well. But yeah, those of you who are watching on here, please drop a like. Really, really appreciate it. If you're watching on Twitter, that's cool. But if you could share the video there, just hit the what's that, the quote tweet thing, whatever the hell it is, X, whatever that is. But yeah, share it there, and then this way more people get to see it. So, okay, let's see what we got. Dylan's a 9, 9.5 for John Kessler. Good night to you. 9 for Swat Fan, 9 out of 10 for Chris, 8 for Deanna. I think Gresham is done with that character, so they're moving on with something else for him to do. Can't wait to see what is next. John G says a 9. Damien says a 9. Chris says a 9. TNA is a 10 for Little Silver. Brandon says a 10. Great show tonight. Best in a while. Every match is good. I can't criticize a single thing. 10 out of 10. Wyatt stuff is amazing. I wonder what they will do in the anniversary of Bray's death. 4+7 says Hassan wants an 11. 9 out of 10. Great show, TNA. Switching to 8.5. And RK Shuttlesworth says 8.75. Jeff, what did you think of the show tonight, man?
I thought it was really good. Honestly, I'm so excited for next week's show, and I felt like they did a really good job at building to next week's show. And I mean, honestly, sometimes with things like Emergence coming up, it almost feels like an afterthought.
Yeah.
But this build to Emergence doesn't feel like that. So just for that alone, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 for tonight. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was great as well. So yeah, I'm gonna agree. I think it's a 9.5 for me too. I think the whole thing was just a lot of fun. And all the storylines were cool. We had some backstage stuff going on, Santino involved. And then in a lot of ways you could see different stories going now, right? Josh, of course, and Nick next week. I think that's going to lead up to Josh and Joe eventually. And then we know what the whole thing now with Rosemary and with Ash and Jordynne. We might have a rematch for that somehow. Maybe it'll be a triple threat. And now we know Cardona's messing around PCO, so obviously we're going to get a match there at some point. It's going to be PCO and Cardona at some point down the road too. So all this leading up to, like Jeff said, to Emergence, and then of course to Bound for Glory eventually in October. So. Good stuff. Take TNA fans, missed the show tonight as we were closing out our church homecoming and revival. Can't wait to get home and catch a show. Yeah, it was very good, Bonus Baby. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It was a really, really good show. All right, guys, that is going to do it for us for the night. Yeah, make sure you join us on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll go over all our opinions and thoughts on all the major things in wrestling, including a lot of the big happenings that we saw happen on the Raw after SummerSlam. Bronson Reed, someone asked us in the chat about, talk about him and a lot more that we think is going to happen in WWE and go on from there and everything else. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for coming out and watching our show. We really appreciate all of you for doing so. Please stay safe as always. Be kind to one another. And hopefully we'll see you all for the next one on Sunday night. Have a good one. Have a great one. And we'll talk to you all soon. Good night, everybody.